Hey everyone, it's Sue here, and I'm working in my large dilutions journal with this Liquid Text gel medium, and I have a couple of pages, one of text and one that is a map. And I actually saw one of Donna Downey's design team members do this, and I was like, wow, it's very different from my usual style, and I really liked it. I liked it a lot. And her last name, I think, is Schuste, Stephanie Schuste, I think it is. Schuste, I believe it is. So after watching her do this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to try that because, well, wait until you'll see that it's just so different than what I would normally do. So at this point, I have those pages down, and I'm really following pretty closely right now with what she did. And so I took some gesso, and I'm watering it down with my water. And the Deco Art gesso is awesome. It's rather thick. And I really wanted to give just like a whitewash effect to this page. And so that's why I watered it down. And I'm just taking my Dina Wakley brush, and I'm just giving the page a quick little wash. So it's going to tone down those papers that I have on there, and it's going to give a foundation for the rest of the products that I'm going to put on the pages. And because I didn't put anything down on the pages first. So I have it dried off, and I took this stencil that I received from Tammy, who is Housewares on Etsy, and it's one of my favorite stencils. You can tell I use it a lot. And I'm taking some of my Art Basics modeling paste. And again, I'm doing, at this point, still doing pretty much exactly what Stephanie did. And I really enjoyed doing this. Very much so. Very much so. It's great how we can all learn from one another, right? It's just pretty darn awesome. All the inspiration that's out there on YouTube and Periscope and just everywhere. It's pretty awesome. So let's see. She used gelatos, and so I pulled out these gelatos. Now, it's the first time I'm using them. I have some older gelatos that I bought years ago, and they were on clearance at Michael's. Probably, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, I guess. And I don't really like them. So I decided that, everybody raves about gelato so much. So I purchased a new package of them. And that's what I'm using right here. So, I pulled out 3 colors. And again, this is very much what Stephanie did. And what I found interesting was instead of using just water to liquefy the colors and to move them around, she used gesso, which I thought was just so stinking interesting. I was like, wow, that's different. And that really may have been the reason why I wanted to try this particular project. And at this point, the colors are still nice and vibrant, and I don't know, I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I did enjoy it very much. I like gelatos. I think that they're nice. Are they my favorite product? No. Will I use them again? Absolutely. I did enjoy them. One of my favorite things to do is to get a medium down on paper and then do just this, get it all moving around on the page and kind of like mixing up the colors together. And I like that. I like that a lot. Where you like blend like the pink into the orange and the yellow into the pink. I do like that. I've learned actually a lot about colors by doing that. Some good things I learned and some not so good things. Well, I guess they were all good things to learn, but some results were better than others, I guess I should say. The pink was not pink enough for me, so I did take just a wee bit more and put it in there. And this is, I guess I shouldn't have done this because I really liked the colors. They were fairly vibrant prior to me doing this right here. Yeah, I put a little bit too much white on it. I did. I definitely did. But I do like the end result. I do. Again, it's very different for, than my usual style. So here I pulled out some spray made by Sukaniko. I could have said that totally wrong. And I took a stencil and sprayed it on the one side, and I'm trying to figure out where to put it on the other side, and it just left some color there. That's all. Nothing major. It's not like you could really tell the flowers were even there. But she did this as well with a stencil and some spray. And once that was all dry, I took this other stencil made by Designs by Rin, and I want to get a tree on here with my Claudine Helmuth Studio acrylic paint. I decided to put it on with what's it called? Makeup sponge. So, and to this point right here, I'm still pretty much just like how Stephanie was doing it. And I let it dry, and then I went around the flowers with my yellow, I think it's yellow chrome is the color of Pitt pen. I do believe it was my first Pitt pen I ever bought. It was a Pitt pen that was on sale somewhere on clearance online, and it's one of my favorite Pitt pens. I love the color of it. But she also went around her flowers. But after this, hers went a whole different route than mine did. So up to this point, it's still looking pretty much like hers. But I wanted to go ahead and get a saying on here. And the first time I messed up, I misspelled it. And I'm looking at the word beauty, and I'm like, gosh, there's an A missing. So I rubbed it off with a baby wipe. Fortunately, it was the Pitt pen was wet enough where I could actually wipe it off. And I was able to do that and save it. So I didn't ruin the page. And this is, I've been, I don't know, not coming up with phrases and quotes, but I have been trying to think more of my own, and that's what I did here. Beauty is in the art. And I don't have a lot of patience for really much of anything. So, what I do, I usually do rather fast. And this one, it was just the letters weren't even, so I just extended them just a bit on the bottom so that it just looked a little bit better. And I decided to put some hearts around the little quote I have there. And really, this is pretty much how it ended. Oh, no, I did one more thing. I'm just lifting it up there for you to see. And now I'm like looking at it. I thought I was done. And then I'm like, Noah, no, there's something, I need something above the tree, right? It was just too blank for me. So I took some more of the gelatos in white, and I decided to do clouds. And so that's what you see me doing here. Now, she did not, I don't believe she did anything like this. Like I said, at a point it really went a whole different route than what Stephanie's pages did. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, well, that looks nice, but no, I can't leave much of anything alone. So I decided to take my pink because you know clouds are pink, my pink Pip pen, and just to accentuate just a little bit the cloud, smearing that around, which is another one of my favorite things to do. I guess I just like to smear color. So just real basic, really easy peasy, nothing super fancy, and that's the end of the page. So I'm showing you the clouds there, and here is a close-up of the saying, and here is a close-up of the tree and the flower. So I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and thank you so much for stopping by.